Hey guys, good morning. It's Tony. I wanted to do or continue at least running a pre-market overview, right? Just to kind of clear things on what happened yesterday, if there are any important earnings. Specifically looking at SPY and the Nasdaq, and then looking at earnings from the day before, if there were actually anything important. Before I start the video, if you guys could definitely like the video, subscribe, comment. Like I said before, my last couple of videos, I've definitely noticed that the likes have gone up, and I've noticed that my videos have been getting a lot more traction, especially with all of you guys that have helped me out so much and supported me in the last year and a half that I've been doing this, really. But if you guys can just give me a like, it's completely free. All you gotta do is just click that button on the top of your screen. If you're on your phone, it's just a little thumbs up button. It's completely free. I think we got 50 likes 2 videos ago, which is probably the highest that I've ever gotten before, ever, since I started doing this. So we can match that. That'd be absolutely awesome. And let's get into the video. For the SPX, right? As of right now, I actually am shorting all over again. I did clear a pretty decent amount yesterday. I think my Patreon members know what we all cleared yesterday, and I took a pretty nice profit yesterday. I'm currently short right now. I have essentially just trading the Nasdaq and the SPX. Really haven't traded much else. I'll probably add some Ethereum shorts, but for right now, short term, I am looking to possibly come back down to 368 or 366 short term again, but longer term. And this is more in the next, possibly in the next hour and 30 minutes. If we actually close this 4-hour bullish trigger right here, right? If in the next hour and 35 minutes this actually closes bullish, which means that we have this little red dot on top of the 0 line on the RMACD. From an indicator, I will be looking for longs, and more than likely today, oh my God, I don't know what that was. More than likely today, I will be looking for a 374, 376 range on the SPX, or on the SPY, roughly maybe a dollar difference. Essentially what's going on is, every single time we've actually closed, a 4-hour bull trigger, it's been pretty consistent to the upside, right? Sometimes, obviously, when you have really bearish momentum, you close, for example, you close it right here, for example, on October 10th at 2 in the morning, right? But you continuously trade down, and that's when you're going to get a really, really, really heavy sell to the low side, which happened here. But for the most part, 4 hours are pretty consistent, right? You close the 4-hour here, you pushed all the way up. That's a perfect 4-hour entry with the stochastic on the lows. Again, you push right here, 4-hour, kept pushing from 365 all the way up to 373, so a nice $8 there. And then again, you had all these false triggers down here because we had such bearish momentum to the low side. Usually 4 hours tend to be pretty reliable, where you keep pushing pretty decently to the upside, right? Again, 4-hour, and then you still have a nice little push. 4-hour, that was kind of a false flag. 4-hour, then you have a nice little push. So I am looking for a possibility of going extremely long if we actually close this 4-hour bull trigger, especially with the Netflix earnings from yesterday, or the Netflix earnings from this past week. The only thing that really worries me is Tesla. Tesla dumped pretty hard, right? But again, Tesla doesn't control the whole market. The only reason I would actually say that I'm more than likely going to go long is because the dollar is actually coming back down. And I think that because we didn't actually break, there's a really good chance that we're probably going to go all the way back down to 111, possibly back to trend at 111 and a half, right? So as of right now, target on the dollar is more than likely a continuous push down towards 111.9, if not all the way down to 11.5, 11.6, which is touching trend. So this would probably be somewhere I don't know, there or something, right? And I think that will probably go all the way down. I think minimum, you'll probably actually see a 112.093. Either way, I think there's, either way, you're probably going to here, or you're probably going to here, which basically means long the market, right? And for the Nasdaq, how does the Nasdaq look? Yeah, the Nasdaq again. Same thing. It looks like you're going to be closing in an hour and a half, both of them. You're going to be closing both 4-hour bull triggers here. And again, every single one has been relatively consistent to the upside. So I will be looking for longs today in an hour and a half if this actually closes closes on the bullish side. And again, Bitcoin, same thing on Bitcoin. Bitcoin 4-hour bull. You know, Ethereum is probably going to look exactly the same. Ethereum, there you go. Trading range on the 4-hour, you're basically just trading on this, you know, you're hitting a bunch of bottoms around this 1262. Again, I can expect this to go at least back to like something like a, you know, 1338 maybe, right? But as far as what's going to happen today, I am going to be looking for that range more than likely. I'm going to be looking for that, what is it called? For that, I'm going to be looking for 374 to 376 if, right? Only if we actually close this 4-hour bull trigger, right? If we actually close this at 6 o'clock in the morning PST, 6 a.m. PST, we close this, then fantastic, right? Obviously, if you want access to the indicators, join the Patreon, right? I always tell everybody, if you want access to the indicators, join the Patreon. It took me a long time to figure this setup out, right? And I just don't give it out for free, right? It was years of work, right? So if you want to join, if you want the indicators, join the Patreon, right? Again, if we actually do close this, I really don't expect the market to drop all the way back to, you know, 3581. The thing is though, we did actually close a bear trigger right here for the 16 hour, which usually ends up being a pretty god tier trigger, right? So what happened here? This is actually pretty clear indication. You would have sold at 373. Could have taken this all the way down to like 350, 340 or so, 349, which is pretty insane. Again, bearish trigger, right? Here, 401, you would have gotten it at the close, right? You would have gotten it at the close, taking it all the way down. You could have written this all the way down, kept adjusting stop loss, written it all the way down. Again, same thing over here. This is getting more towards, you know, the start of, this is actually hitting the trend at 430, which is where I actually use divergence to call that top. But again, 16-hour, dump. 16-hour, kept dumping, right? 16-hour, right here, you would have caught this. Seen a little bit of drawdown, but ultimately, right, dump. Again, 16-hour, kept pushing lower, right? 16-hour on that perfect stochastic, again, 415. Dump. Again, same here, 16-hour, 440, kept running all the way down. So again, 16-hour is extremely reliable. So right now I am kind of in the fence on this 16-hour, and again, the daily looks like it is going to be closing bearish, or can close bearish sometime tomorrow or Monday, I think. But again, I'm looking at this, I don't want to say short term or shorter term, but on the 4-hour, like I said, it's been pretty solid. If I had to guess where we're actually going to go today, if this closes, right, at 6 o'clock a.m., if this closes, my guess is we're probably going back to 374, you know, 376 range. And I would more than likely do longs at 6:30 in the morning when we actually, you know, when after it actually closes. But for now, again, we could definitely dump all over again. It seems like you're seeing some kind of resistance on the SPX here in the top of the range. So if this actually drops all the way down here, you might actually cancel that 4-hour and it won't do anything. And then potentially today, we could possibly see us actually touching the higher end of like 365, more than likely possibly go down to like a 362 today if we don't close that 4-hour bear. But again, I shorted everything right now, right? I added shorts. 15-minute looks like a pretty solid short right now. I added my shorts right now. We'll probably add more shorts in 13 minutes, and then we'll kind of go from there. But I'll see you guys later. We'll see what happens. I think 6 o'clock is I really only care about 6 o'clock. If that 4-hour closes bullish, I'm cool with longing the market. If that 4-hour does not close, I'm probably gonna stick to just for shorts today, possibly back down to 365, 362. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.